significance, for the continent of Africa is a stir with the sound of new states striding forward and make their voices heard in the forum of world affairs. So the welcome which greets the new Nigeria is not unmixed with curiosity. Curiosity as to what sort of people we are, as to what are the elements which make up our distinctive personality. Nigeria is the largest of these states, and the answers to these questions are important, not only to Africa, but to the whole world. One answer is clearly revealed. It is that Nigeria is preeminently a partnership between the modern enterprise and the traditional values of its people, and above all, a cooperative effort between the different regions which lie within its frontiers. We may vary in speech, in religion even, but we are united in citizenship. On these principles, we have built a nation and have set a shining example for others to follow. And in so doing, we have added immeasurably to the prestige and influence of Africa, whose shadow now looms so large across the world. It is an achievement in which we may take a just and simple pride.
Lagos, capital of the largest nation in Africa, a country 3 times the size of Britain, its boundaries stretching from the edge of the Sahara to the broad Atlantic. Its 35 million people, as various as the many-fingered delta of the mighty river from which it takes its name. An island capital, bounded by the sea, hosts the world's city, a city of ever-changing skylines, the soaring buildings symbolic of the confidence of its people. A restless city, restless with growth, with a never-ending flow of traffic. Yet, there is tranquility, the beauty of the waterfront, the curving grace of fishing boats, a suburb on the water's edge. A city of many faces, like Nigeria itself. What does it mean to be a Nigerian? And what does Nigeria mean to these our leaders? That man is a northerner. That one an Igbo. This one a Yoruba. Yet all are Nigerian. For Nigeria is like the cloth of that garment, woven with the threads of many cultures, many skills. Is that what Nigeria means to these vital people? Dashing headlong to take their place among the nations of the world? What do they really feel about it all? A terrible feeling. Out of many, one. We are many in our customs and in our speech, yet we are one in our nationality. Hausas, Igbos, Yorubas, Fulani, Ibibios, Hughes, Nupos, Ijaws. We are of Islam and of Christendom, yet fusing our differences into one concept of faithfulness. All of us on a journey together. Nigerian who was born in the north. Those fences down there are to stop the blind from falling into the pool. When I was a boy, there were many blind in the north, much other hardships too. My family was poor, and like thousands of others, we scratched our living from the soil. This is Kano in the north. For centuries, the commercial center of the Western Sudan, and starting point for the great caravans which traversed Africa. This legendary city on the edge of the desert was as fabled amongst ancients as Samarkand and Tashkent. Today, it is still one of the most important trading centers in the continent. The traditional market within the city wall, remaining as famous in Africa as London is to Europe. The practice of 1,000 years of traders from Timbuktu, Egypt, Tripoli, and the Sudan bringing their goods to Kano for exchange has not altered. For Kano is still a crossroads of the world, a staging post familiar to thousands of air travelers. My father grew millet and corn for our food, and tobacco which he sold for cash in the market. But there was no money for fertilizer, and the crop was often poor, the withered, brittle leaves earning us no more than a pittance. This was my horizon as a boy, but I was growing up in a changing world, a world of new opportunity. In those days, I thought as a northerner, only half aware of the rest of the country. But already, amongst its great variety, was the beginning of the restless terror, the collecting of a sleeping giant on the brink of a great awakening. Men and machines were digging into a land so long virgin and wild, forcing it to yield its secret. Tin was discovered amongst the granite hills of the Joss Plateau, and columbite, material